Hey, an update on the Frog Follies. We had a meet and greet. I had probably around 20 of the subscribers to the channel that happened to be at the show. I enjoyed every minute that we all got to sit down and talk on Saturday. It was hot. I appreciate you guys tracking me down and really enjoyed meeting a lot of you guys. You're catching me back on the dash, and as you see, I've already started doing a little bit of the body work. So now let's see if we can't insert some of this body filler in the hard to reach areas and see if we can't make this thing look pretty. Just about anything you can find that's going to allow you to get in here. I'm going to use just about anything I can find that's going to allow me to get this packed in here. It's going to be super thin. You think this right here is tedious? Wait till you have to start sanding this stuff. But this number 2 pencil is working just fine. I'm just grateful that I'm using it to spread Bondo and I'm not using it to take some kind of test in high school. And it makes it too hot, and that was a waste of some nice body filler. Let's try again. So I know it looks like it's going on pretty rough, and it kind of is. This is a very tight area where the gauge pod fits inside of the new gas panel that we made. It's not really so much how the Bondo goes on, but it's more or less how it comes off, and that I get it all off, and that the areas that we're putting it in is smooth, and it makes a nice smooth transition from the different parts that we welded together. So let's continue to wipe some of this stuff on and see what it looks like once we get it sanded off. All right, so for those of you that have worked with Bondo before, body filler, if you thought it looked like a hot mess, then you're correct. That was a hot mess. If you've never spread body filler with a number 2 pencil before, then yeah, it was a hot mess. I had to get down in the grooves where the panels were welded together, and that was the only way to do it. So I can come back and sand all that off. I made it tougher for me by doing it that way, but it's okay. We're gonna get there. So trash cans at the street, so if this one's junk, we'll try again, but we're not gonna give up. And we're going to put some cool custom touches on this old 61 Impala. Don't go anywhere. Now, I wish I could work this fast in real life, but let's get this thing sanded, and let's get it sanded as quick as possible, because out of all the car building things to do, I hate sanding Bondo the most. Here we are with the third wipe on the dash, and this should take care of all the pinholes, etc. It's really floated out pretty good. We got one more sand. Normally when I'm wiping Bondo, it is not janky and jaggedy like this right here, but it is on an edge, and I would rather sand off the Bondo than try to get it super smooth on this part. So we'll get on that and see what it looks like after it. Then we'll get some primer on it. Hopefully this is the last part of the sanding of the Bondo. I know I've got to sand primer later, but I hate sanding Bondo. All right, it's ready for primer. I thought I would leave it right here. I've run out of time on this project for the month. It's time to get on to something else. So here we go. Still got a long ways to go, but a few coats of primer and some more sanding. Get it knocked out, and then we're gonna do the engine turn panel that goes over this. But first we're gonna order a set of gauges and make sure we get all the holes correct. Just a quick look at what it looks like from the driver's seat. I wish I'd done this before. And a quick look at the last sanding of the Bondo. That is super smooth all back up in here, ready for primer. These areas are really, really tight, but it's gonna look really good once it's all primed and painted. Get those gauges in. Cool steering wheel. Lots going on with this car, guys. Lots going on with it. We got to build a lower dash all the way across to hide the AC. We've got to mount the steering column in. We've still got the brakes and stuff to do in the back. Still got to finish all that wiring. So if you like custom cars, you want to learn how to do some stuff, subscribe to the channel. In a process right now of customizing the front seats after building the buckets and making a back seat. Don't want to spoil anything on an upcoming video. Well, guys, I hope you're enjoying the dash process and what I've done. Remember, it's not a how-to, it's how I did. Think outside the box. Do something different. There's millions of extra parts out there. If you screw up, just order you another piece and try again. Most important thing is to get out in the garage and go build something. See you guys in the next episode.